Shalom, shalom, family. Gabriel Ruel Israel coming through with another message for the half my bowl of soup. Family, I came across 2 Peter 3:10, fervent heat. I'd seen on the news, seeing different things about people talking about the heat that's going on. Heat is very heavy. We've got thousands of people dropping during the middle of war because of heat, not the bullets, the heat. So I think about hearing the heavens shall melt away. The heavens shall be burned up, shall be dissolved with fervent heat. A couple of factoids. When was the hottest year on Earth? The year 2023 was the warmest year since global records began in 1850. The 10 warmest years in the 174-year record have all occurred during the last decade, 2014 to 2023. What is the record-breaking hottest day to date? July 22nd, 2024. Hot. We cannot deny that there is a physical heat. This fervent is also being applied to a physical heat. But is that all that this was meant for us to understand when it comes to these times? This word fervent is very telling about what it is that we're about to encounter intellectually. We've already established the physical heat. It's there. And if that alone is enough of an indicator of the time that we're in, for those of you that have an ear, it's a pretty good indicator. So, let's look at fervent. Let's begin to look at fervent. Definitely gonna need a couple series for this one. So let's look at fervent. The first thing to notice is that fervent is used 7 times in the entire Bible. KJV. Fervent is descriptive of not only the heat in the Bible, it also describes being fervent in spirit, Acts 18:25, Romans 12:11, having a fervent mind towards me not being me, but Abba, so that I rejoiced the more, 2 Corinthians 7:7. The effectual, fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. James 5:16. And above all things, have fervent charity among yourselves, for charity shall cover the multitude of sins. 1 Peter 4:8. Effectual. Look at that word from James 5:16. Effectual. The effectual prayer. The effectual, fervent prayer of a righteous man. Effectual. Producing or capable of producing an intended effect. So you have to be able to produce an intended result to be considered effectual. Effect. Have the effect. Definition number 2, valid or binding as an agreement or document. An agreement? Okay, let's go on. Of what he can do when it's described as fervent, but what can be accomplished when the spirit, mind, prayer, and charity are used in a fervent manner. Fervent. FerventHeat, G75, G1619, and the strongest strongs, G2741. To be consumed by fire, burned up, G2545. To light a wick, keep burning. To be consumed by fire. Consume. To destroy or expend by use. Use up. To eat or drink up. Devour. To destroy as by decomposition or burning. To spend money, time, etc. wastefully. To absorb, engross. To undergo destruction, waste away. Synonyms: obsess, captivated, engaged, fascinated, involved, fixed, preoccupied, lost, deep in thought, intent, really into, wrapped up. To be consumed by fire. No longer possessed or retained. This is lost. One of the synonyms. No longer possessed or retained. No longer to be found. Burned up. Having gone astray or missed the way, bewildered as to a place, direction, etc. Distracted, distraught, desperate, hopeless. To absent oneself. To stop being a nuisance. No longer belonging to. No longer possible or open to. Insensible to. Lost to all sense of duty. Unable to be found or recovered. Unable to find one's way or ascertain one's whereabouts. Confused, bewildered, or helpless. Not utilized, noticed, or taken advantage of. All gone. Jigs up. Insensible or impervious to a sense of shame, justice, etc. 10. Of consume. Morally fallen. Ain't that something? So this is just the beginning of fervent heat. Shabbat Shalom, family. And the Yehovah is just the beginning. It's hot. And the time is here. Revelation is here. Let's see what we're dealing with. Let's see what time we're in. See how you're going to react. What does this heat mean to you? I know for me, when I hear fervent heat, when I hear of heat, I think of refining. It doesn't have to be a time for destruction. Make your decision. Shalom, shalom, aniyaho. To the true believers, bless up.